Welcome to another edition of our SELT Test Prep video series. In this video, we'll review a prompt from a B1 level speaking test, an example of an at-level response, and brainstorm suggestions you could use in your own response. Ready? Today's prompt asks us to describe the area where we live. As we get ready to hear an example of an at-level response, start thinking about how you could respond. What or who could you talk about? In the meantime, let's listen to the example of an at-level response.
I live in a big city with 6 million people. It's busy and noisy with a lot of traffic. Lots of people come to visit my city, and there are a lot of tourists. There's also a university in my city, so there are a lot of students in the winter. There are parks and museums and a lot to do in the city.
Feel free to listen to or read the response as many times as you'd like. Try to identify some of the key elements that make this an at-level response. So, what are those elements? The response starts with the general size of where the person lives. You don't need to know how many people live in your area, but providing a general sense of the size and type of place you live is important. The response also gives us a sense of the type of environment you could experience in this city. They share that the city has lots of people and traffic, and that it is busy and noisy. This type of description helps the listener picture the area you are describing. Finally, the response shares examples of some of the different groups of people you could find in the city, and a few of the activities you could enjoy. You don't need to give super specific details, just a general overview of who and what's around you. Your response could look similar to the one we heard earlier or be completely different. It all depends on where you live. Maybe you live in a city, or maybe you live in a small town or in the countryside. You can talk generally about groups of people in your area, or you can talk about your neighbors and friends. And be sure to include some places and activities that you enjoy. Thank you for watching this video in our SELT Test Prep video series. You can find more videos on our YouTube channel and additional prep materials and practice tests on our website, skillsforenglish.com. Good luck!